So today we graphed ordered pairs in 4 quadrants. Now yesterday we worked on just the first quadrant, which was quadrant 1, and I had said that those are all positive numbers. So we're going to do a little bit more explaining here. Hopefully this will be helpful. Okay, so first off, the word quadrant basically means an area on a coordinate plane. And yesterday we talked about what a coordinate plane is. It's a two-dimensional flat surface. This right here is a coordinate plane, this grid. Now, when we look at the word quad, if you've ever ridden a quad, it is a four-wheeled recreational vehicle. So quad means 4. Therefore, quadrant means there are 4 areas on our coordinate plane. Now I've drawn this here, and please pause and draw this as well, because this is kind of an important part of our whole lesson. You guys have not really worked very much with negative numbers, and now this is what we are going to be working with, is these negative numbers. Okay, so let's start off with what we know. We know that right here, this is quadrant 1. We had talked about that yesterday. Another thing we know is that when we are graphing points or locating ordered pairs, we look for the x, then the y. So anything that is on the horizontal line is x. Anything that is on the vertical line is y. If it helps you to remember, not only would you have x here, you can put x on this end. Not only should you have y here, it should be here because it's below 0 and to the left of 0. Bringing up 0, we also know that the origin is directly in the center of my grid or my coordinate plane, and it's where the perpendicular lines x and y meet, and the ordered pair is 0, 0. X is 0, y is 0. Now, we have x and y, and we need to remember that this line is actually called the x-axis. It's horizontal. And then we have the y-axis, which is vertical. Now, yesterday we talked about how every number within quadrant 1 is positive. So my x is positive and my y is positive. So if I have 1, 1, it's both positive. 1 and 1 are positive. If I have 2, 3, 2 is positive, 3 is positive. Well, then we have all these other quadrants to make up the 4 quadrants. So actually, quadrant 2 goes counterclockwise. So quadrant 2, and we use Roman numerals, is this quadrant here. Again, we have x first, then y. So let's look at whether they're positive or negative. Well, on my x, which I always do first, to the left of 0 is negatives. So we're going to always have a negative, and y is always positive. So we're always going to have a negative and a positive for our ordered pair. And then when we get over to here, I'm going to just scooch this up a tiny bit. If we went counterclockwise for quarter 2, you know that you're going to do it for quarter 3 as well. So here's quadrant 3, not quarter, although quarter does mean 4 quarters in a dollar. So we have quadrant 3, and we would have x and y, yet again, always x, then y. So if I were to plot a point, I would go x, negative, and down. So that means it would be negative, negative. Each number would always be negative. And then, of course, we have quadrant 4. Of course, it's x, y. If I were to look at the x first, positive. These numbers are positive, but then I have to go down. So it would be positive x and a negative y. This tells me a lot here. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a look at steps to plot points. We're going to use this to plot our points, so it's important that you have it. And then we're going to answer these questions. But let's fill in the steps, because you know I'm such a fan. First, we start at the origin, always. That's where we start to count, at 0, 0. Now, we have to locate the, what is the first one we do? The x coordinate. We always look for that. It's either going to be positive or negative. Horizontal's always first. X is always first in the alphabet. Then we locate the y coordinate. And that is where we're going to plot our point. If x is positive, it's to the right. If y is positive, it's above. If x is negative, it's to the left. If y is negative, it will be down, whichever quadrant it might be in. And then we plot that point. So let's take a look at this question here. So let's see if I can find a good different colored pen. It says plot -1, and label it as A. So I'm going to go back into here, and I'm going to find x and y. Oh, too light. I don't like that. Let's look at this one. Maybe we can do blue. X, good, and y. So x is a -1. Oh, that means I go left. Y is a -1, so I have to go down. And here it is, and I would make that A. It is in quadrant 3. Both are negative. I could have seen that right here. Okay, so what about this question? What quadrant is -4, 7 in? X, Y. So let's see, a negative and a positive, positive, negative. Okay, so if I would -4, +7, what quadrant would it be in? It would be in quadrant 2. So that gives me a lot of information right there. Here, I'll scroll out a tiny bit so we can see this a tiny bit better. All right, and there we go. All right, so now this is where things get a little bit on the tricky side. So it is asking us what quadrant is 0 through. So x is 0. That means it doesn't go anywhere from the origin. It stays there. But let's see, it's going to travel on y, and it's going to go up 3. So where's 3? It's right here. Hey, it's not in any quadrant. It is on the y-axis. Let's take a look at this one, for example, 4. What quadrant is -2, 0? So -2, 0. So x and y. -2, but it doesn't go up anywhere. It stays here. So it's not on any quadrant. It is on the x-axis. You will definitely see this again and again, so make sure you pay close attention. Okay? And that is plotting graphing ordered pairs in 4